Memory loss after 60 is not inevitable, but it is common. It can begin with forgetting names, misplacing items, or struggling to recall words. While some decline is natural, most age-related memory problems come from specific, preventable causes. This video will help you understand the biological and behavioral changes that silently affect memory after age 60, and exactly what you can do about them. Each section gives you one area to focus on, with practical, proven strategies. Not speculation, not fads, just what works. Let's begin with the 5 most common internal causes of memory loss in older adults and how to address each one. Part 1. 5 core causes of memory loss after 60 and how to stop them at the source. 1. Reduced blood flow to the brain, often due to sedentary lifestyle after age 60, circulation often slows. Blood vessels lose elasticity, and daily movement tends to decrease. Less blood means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reaching your brain, especially the hippocampus, which is essential for memory formation. What to do? Walk at least 25 to 30 minutes daily. Walking increases hippocampal volume, even in late age. Include light aerobic activity 3 to 4 times per week, cycling, water aerobics, or brisk walking. Avoid sitting for more than 45 minutes. Use reminders to stand or stretch. Perform deep breathing exercises twice a day, especially nasal and diaphragmatic breathing. Talk to your doctor about checking vascular health, blood pressure, cholesterol, and carotid flow. Oxygen is not just for muscles. It fuels memory. Without movement, recall slows. 2. Insufficient deep sleep and poor sleep quality. Even if you spend enough hours in bed, your brain may not be reaching deep sleep stages. After 60, sleep tends to become lighter and more fragmented. And that's exactly when memory consolidation suffers most. What to do? Keep a fixed sleep-wake time, even on weekends. Your brain relies on rhythm. Turn off screens and bright lights at least 60 minutes before bed. Melatonin needs darkness. Reduce fluid intake 2 hours before bedtime to minimize nighttime waking. Avoid alcohol late in the evening. It suppresses REM and deep sleep. Keep your bedroom quiet, dark, and cool. Use blackout curtains, soft earplugs, or a white noise machine if needed. Memory doesn't just form while you're awake. It locks in during quality sleep. 3. Nutrient deficiencies that impair brain function. Older adults often absorb key nutrients less effectively, especially B vitamins, omega-3s, vitamin D, and magnesium. These nutrients play critical roles in nerve signaling, brain cell protection, and memory processing. What to do? Ask your doctor to test for B12, vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3 levels. If low, use forms with high absorption, sublingual B12, magnesium glycinate, or liquid D3. Eat fatty fish, like salmon, leafy greens, eggs, and nuts several times per week. Avoid antacids or alcohol overuse. Both interfere with nutrient absorption. Recheck your levels every 6 to 12 months, especially if memory issues continue. A well-fed brain functions clearly. Even mild deficiencies can impair memory. 4. High blood sugar and insulin resistance. Even without diabetes, the brain uses glucose as its primary fuel. But when insulin resistance develops, brain cells struggle to process that fuel. This is sometimes called type 3 diabetes, a metabolic pattern strongly linked to memory decline and even dementia. What to do? Limit sugary foods, white flour, and sweet drinks. They spike insulin unnecessarily. Include fiber-rich vegetables, healthy fats, and protein in every meal to stabilize blood sugar. Practice light fasting, e.g., 12 hours overnight, if medically appropriate. Engage in resistance training or strength exercises 2 to 3 times a week. Have your HbA1c and fasting insulin tested, not just blood glucose. Stable blood sugar supports mental clarity, attention, and long-term memory. 5. Lack of mental stimulation and daily cognitive challenge. Memory is a muscle, and like any muscle, it weakens when not used. Passive routines, lack of novelty, and minimal problem-solving reduce the brain's production of new connections. What to do? Read something new every day. Books, articles, or challenging content. Solve puzzles, crosswords, or memory games regularly. Even 10 minutes helps. Learn a new skill, musical instrument, language basics, or hobby. Change routines. Drive a different route. Try new food. Rearrange a room. Share what you've learned. Teaching or explaining reinforces memory more than review alone. Staying mentally active isn't a bonus. It's essential for long-term memory retention. Which of these 5 causes applies most to you or someone you care about? Leave a comment below. Sharing your experience helps others recognize patterns in their own lives. And don't forget to like and subscribe. In Part 2, we'll explore daily habits and environmental factors that damage memory without you realizing it, and what to change starting today. Part 2. Everyday habits and environmental triggers that quietly damage memory. And how to change them today. You may be doing everything right. Eating well, staying active, getting sleep. But if certain daily patterns go unchecked, they silently erode your cognitive performance. In this section, we'll go through 5 subtle but powerful environmental and behavioral factors that weaken memory and how to fix each one with realistic changes. 1. Spending most of the day indoors. Without natural light exposure. Natural light affects more than mood. It directly impacts memory. Light regulates your circadian rhythm, sleep quality, and hormone balance, all key to memory formation. Without regular daylight, your brain's internal clock becomes misaligned, disrupting sleep and attention. What to do? Get 20 to 30 minutes of morning light exposure, ideally outdoors. Sit near windows or open curtains throughout the day. Use full-spectrum daylight bulbs in dim areas of the home. Avoid staying in dark, enclosed rooms for hours without breaks. If needed, try a light therapy lamp, 10,000 lux, in the morning for 15 to 20 minutes. Light is a daily vitamin for your brain. Don't skip it. 2. Multitasking or living on autopilot. Doing too many things at once reduces the brain's ability to store new information. When attention is split during meals, conversations, or chores, memory encoding weakens. What to do? Focus on one task at a time, especially when learning or talking to others. Eat without screens. Allow your brain to register the moment. During routine activities, like walking or cleaning, pay attention to sensory details. Practice brief mindfulness. Notice sounds, textures, or colors in your surroundings. At the end of each day, write one sentence about what you remember best. This reinforces attention. Memory begins with attention. If you don't fully notice something, your brain won't keep it. 3. Cluttered or overstimulating home. Environment excess, noise, mess, and visual chaos overload the brain's processing system. This increases cognitive fatigue and reduces working memory, the kind used for daily tasks. What to do? Create one calm zone at home with soft lighting and minimal clutter. Keep often-used items in consistent places. Avoid frequent searching. Reduce background noise. Turn off unused TVs or radios. Organize one drawer or shelf per week. Small order makes a big impact. Avoid visual overload. Limit busy patterns, ads, or chaotic media in your space. A calm environment supports a calm mind and better recall. 4. Chronic low-level stress or overwhelm. Stress hormones like cortisol impair the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory. Even low-level ongoing stress from clutter, tight schedules, or unresolved emotion weakens focus and recall. What to do? Set clear boundaries for your time and energy. Say no when needed. Schedule 15 to 20 minutes of quiet every day. Reading, sitting, or gentle movement. Use calming practices, slow breathing, journaling, or listening to music. Avoid overcommitting to tasks. Finish what you can without pressure. Seek support when overwhelmed. A friend, counselor, or peer group. You don't need zero stress, just recovery time. Your memory depends on it. 5. Poor hydration and electrolyte imbalance. Even mild dehydration reduces attention and short-term memory. Older adults often lose the natural sensation of thirst and drink too little during the day. What to do? Drink small amounts of water steadily, not just when thirsty. Aim for at least 1.5 to 2 liters of fluid per day from all sources: water, tea, soups, fruit. Add a pinch of natural salt or lemon to water for better absorption, especially in warm weather. Avoid high-sugar drinks and excessive caffeine; they dehydrate. Reduce fluids 1 to 2 hours before bed to avoid nighttime urination. Your brain is 75% water. Hydration affects more than energy. It protects memory. Which of these daily patterns surprised you most? Let me know in the comments, or share what change you're going to make first. Like the video and subscribe, because in Part 3, we'll go deeper into emotional patterns and mindset traps that quietly accelerate memory loss and how to shift them without pressure or guilt. Part 3. Thought patterns and emotional habits that quietly erode memory and how to shift them. After 60, many people think memory decline is purely physical, but the way you think and feel matters just as much. Your beliefs, emotions, and inner dialogue directly shape your brain's chemistry. Over time, certain thought patterns reduce neuroplasticity, shrink memory centers, and increase forgetfulness. This part outlines 5 common emotional or mental habits that quietly damage memory in older adults, and how to change them with simple, steady actions. 1. Internalized age beliefs. It's normal to forget things at my age. When you assume memory loss is unavoidable, your brain stops trying. This mindset lowers mental effort, motivation, and learning, creating a self-fulfilling decline. What to do? Replace passive phrases. I can't remember anything anymore with active ones. I'm working on improving my memory. Write down one small memory success each day, even if it's just remembering an appointment. Read or watch stories of people learning new things after 60. This rewires your belief system. Avoid saying, "I'm too old for this." Your brain is always able to adapt. Surround yourself with voices that affirm growth, not decline. Your beliefs shape your biology. Expecting decline accelerates it. 2. Emotional suppression and lack of expression. Bottling up emotions may seem like strength, but it reduces blood flow and disrupts neurotransmitters that support memory. Long-term suppression increases cortisol, which weakens the hippocampus. What to do? Set aside 10 minutes daily for emotional check-in. Journal, talk aloud, or reflect in silence. Speak honestly about emotions with someone you trust. Even a small share counts. Engage in creative outlets, art, music, storytelling. These activate emotional memory circuits. Watch films or listen to songs that move you. Let yourself feel without resistance. Use the sentence starter. Today, I felt, even if just once a day. Emotion isn't distraction, it's data. Your brain uses it to process and retain. 3. Harsh self-talk and constant self-criticism. Negative inner dialogue activates the same brain regions involved in physical pain. Repeating messages like, "I'm useless," or "I always forget things," increases anxiety, which impairs working memory. What to do? Catch your inner voice. Is it kind, neutral, or harsh? Reframe criticism. I forgot today, but I'm learning strategies to improve. Speak your efforts out loud. I remembered this without a note. That matters. Write 2 kind statements about yourself daily. They reshape self-perception. Limit comparison to your younger self. Focus on what you can do now. Self-kindness is not indulgence. It supports attention, mood, and learning. 4. Fear of asking for help or showing struggle. Many older adults hesitate to admit memory lapses, afraid it signals weakness or decline. But hiding difficulties increases stress, isolation, and anxiety, all of which worsen cognitive performance. What to do? Share your experience with a trusted person. Not just facts, but how it feels. Ask for reminders or support from family, friends, or apps. Normalize memory tools, calendars, labels. Visual cues are signs of strategy, not failure. Join a group focused on cognitive wellness. Shared action reduces fear. Say out loud, "It's okay to need help. Everyone does." Support builds resilience. You don't have to carry memory challenges alone. 5. Avoidance of new challenges. Due to fear of failure. When new tasks feel intimidating, the brain begins avoiding effort altogether. But novelty and challenge are what build new neural connections. Avoidance leads to stagnation, and the brain slows down. What to do? Try one unfamiliar task per week. A new recipe, tool, or game. Break challenges into steps. Small wins build confidence. Replace "what if I forget" with "what if this strengthens my brain?" Use curiosity instead of pressure. I wonder what I'll learn from this. Reflect weekly. What did I try that stretched me, even a little? Cognitive growth requires discomfort, but not too much, just enough to stay adaptable. Which of these mental patterns do you recognize in yourself? Or someone you know? Share in the comments. Naming the habit is the first step to changing it. And if you found this helpful, like and subscribe. In Part 4, we'll focus on evening routines, light exposure, and nighttime recovery practices that support brain repair and memory consolidation during sleep. You've come this far. Let's finish strong. Part 4. Evening habits, light exposure, and sleep strategies that strengthen memory. Overnight memory doesn't only depend on what you do during the day. Your brain restores, repairs, and reorganizes information while you sleep. But after age 60, sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented, and often less effective. That's why so many older adults wake up tired and foggy. This final part covers 5 specific areas where evening routines and light management can protect and rebuild memory, even if you're not sleeping more hours. 1. Bright light exposure. Too late in the evening. Your brain's sleep hormone, melatonin, is light-sensitive. Artificial light in the evening suppresses its production, delaying deep sleep and weakening memory consolidation. What to do? Dim lights 1 to 2 hours before bed. Use lamps or indirect lighting, not ceiling lights. Avoid blue or white lights after sunset. Use warm-colored bulbs under 3000 K. Install night mode on devices, or wear amber glasses to block blue light. Gradually reduce brightness. Let your nervous system ease into rest. Get natural sunlight in the morning to reinforce your circadian rhythm. Light tells your brain when to rest and when to repair. Control it wisely. 2. Mentally stimulating or emotional input, right before bed. Watching intense news, scrolling social media, or having stressful conversations at night keeps your brain in alert mode. This delays the brain's shift into slow-wave sleep, where memory is processed. What to do? Avoid screens, heavy reading, or debates at least 60 minutes before bed. Replace stimulation with calm input. Soft music, light fiction, gentle stretching. Write down tomorrow's tasks so your brain doesn't rehearse them at night. Practice a short wind-down ritual. Breathing, prayer, or silence. Use a consistent signal phrase. This day is done. It trains your brain to switch modes. Rest doesn't happen automatically. Your brain needs help transitioning. 3. Sleeping in poor position or with discomfort. Even minor discomfort during sleep can trigger micro-awakenings that reduce time spent in deep sleep. Unaligned sleeping posture also increases tension, pain, and disrupted breathing, all of which harm memory recovery. What to do? Sleep on your side with a pillow between your knees for spinal alignment. Use a supportive pillow that fits your neck curve, not too flat or high. Avoid tight waistbands or clothing that restrict breathing. Keep room temperature cool. 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, supports deeper sleep. Consider elevating your head slightly if you snore or have reflux. Physical ease supports neurological repair. Comfort is cognitive care. 4. Ignoring nighttime waking and overreaction to it waking during the night is normal, especially after 60. What matters is how you respond. Anxiety or stimulation during these moments keeps you from falling back into restorative sleep. What to do? Don't look at the clock. Time awareness increases pressure. Avoid bright lights. Use low-intensity amber lighting if necessary. Breathe slowly. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6. Repeat a calming phrase or count backward from 100. Gently. Return to bed only when drowsy. Don't lie awake in frustration. Rest is a cycle. The goal isn't to eliminate waking, it's to soften your return to sleep. 5. Starting the morning with inactivity or disconnection. How you wake matters. Starting the day in silence, darkness, or with a phone screen blunts your brain's ability to activate attention and memory systems. What to do? Open curtains or step outside within 30 minutes of waking. Avoid screens during the first 20 to 30 minutes. Let your brain wake up naturally. Drink a glass of water to rehydrate brain tissues. Stretch or move lightly. Even walking to the kitchen counts. Set one clear mental focus for the day. Today, I will. It primes attention. Your morning sets your brain's rhythm. Start with intention and connection. Which of these nighttime or morning changes are you ready to try? Share your thoughts in the comments. Small shifts in your sleep routine may bring big shifts in your memory. If you've watched all 4 parts, thank you. Like the video, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss what's next. More content is coming soon to help you build energy, focus, and emotional resilience after 60. You don't need more hours. You need better recovery. And now you know how to get it. See you in the next video.